Hi, everyone. My name is Jennifer Gill. I'm the Managing Director of One World, One Love. One World, One Love is a nonprofit that supports and welcomes refugees and other immigrant newcomers to New Jersey. Our work is powered by our volunteers, and with their support, we've been able to provide employment, education, and essential supports to newcomers to New Jersey since 2016. Over 2,000 refugees and other immigrant newcomers have been served through our programs. And in doing that work, we've seen the challenges that they face during resettlement: language barriers, culture shock, discrimination, and many other obstacles can impede their successful integration. This is especially true, we have found, among refugee youth. Too often, we've heard of youth being bullied and feeling isolated, especially at school. So, to help mitigate these feelings of exclusion and otherness, in 2023, we collaborated with the New Jersey office of the International Rescue Committee to launch the Helping Hands Teen Service Club with a grant from Welcoming America's Fund to Foster Belonging. Our objective was simple: to bring together teens with refugee backgrounds and US born teens to work as equals to serve the community they all call home. We believe that by working cooperatively on community service, the teens would form friendships, engage in authentic cross cultural exchange, and foster inclusion. So the club did two community service projects in 2023, and based on the teens' enthusiastic response and a generous second year of funding from Welcoming America, we increased it to four this year. Along the way, the teens have given input on projects, icebreaker activities, and even our club t shirt, which was designed by one of the students. Each project starts with outreach. Several weeks before the service day, the IRC's youth coordinator texts parents with children who are in high school with information in their native language, like the flyers shown here on the left. Those who express interest are contacted by phone to complete registration. Meanwhile, One World, One Love signs up US born teens through outreach to local high schools and our volunteer network. So we've done five events so far, two in 2023 and three in 2024. And we've had an average turnout of about 20 students at each event. So early on, we realized that the kids had a lot of questions about the organizations they were helping, and there wasn't always time to discuss it in detail at the service site. So we added a pre-service meeting online to introduce the students to the organization's mission, review event logistics, and answer questions. Slides like the one shown here are prepared in multiple languages. And the meetings also let the kids connect before they meet for the project, and it helps build excitement to see each other again. On the day of the event, we arrange Ubers to bring the kids to the site. This is easily the most stressful part of the day because teens are coming from all over and we are tracking many cars simultaneously. No matter the project, each event starts with icebreaker activities to get the kids warmed up and talking to each other. One of our favorites is the Starburst game. Kids are divided into small groups with a bag of multicolored Starburst candies. Each color corresponds to a question, which must be answered when a student picks that Starburst from the bag. The questions are translated into several languages, as you can see here. Students often step in to translate for their peers with limited English. And through this activity, they've learned about many things that they have in common. In particular, we have learned that ramen and pizza are universal teen favorites. So the service project itself usually takes a few hours. Together, the kids have cleaned parks, distributed food to the homeless, and packed hundreds of bags of pasta at a food bank. Each event concludes with probably the highlight of the day for everyone, signing each other's t-shirts. This idea was suggested by one of the teens for our first project, and it's become a regular part of every event. And we encourage the kids to wear the t-shirt to every event so they can collect multiple autographs. And by now, having completed 5 events, many of the kids have t-shirts that are just covered with signatures. So, what went well? What we found is that time after service to sign T-shirts was really important socializing time. By then, the kids had warmed up, they had gotten to know each other a little bit, and were just enjoying each other's company and learning about each other. We also thought that team projects, things that the kids did together in small groups, were really great because the kids not only were doing service, but they were getting a chance to talk to each other, share roles, help each other out, and in a very, in a very comfortable manner. We thought that doing events quarterly was a nice cadence for this project. It allows enough time for organizing each quarter, and it's just enough to build continuity. The kids became familiar with that every couple months we're going to have an event. I couldn't have done this project alone. Having a coordinator working beside me was really essential to help us manage outreach, liaise with our community partners where we're doing the service projects, chaperoning, and just troubleshooting were really important to have 2 heads on this. And so, what did we learn? Well, we learned that sometimes it can be challenging to reach some of our families, some of our refugee families. They're busy, they're working, and sometimes it was hard to get their attention to our texts. So, knowing that most, if not all, of the teens have cell phones, we recently formed a WhatsApp group to share information about upcoming service projects with them directly. Parental permission is obtained before students are added to the group. And while it's still new, we've already seen that the teens are using the WhatsApp group to stay in touch in between service projects. And we really hope that this will help foster closer friendships between them and boost retention in the club. Speaking of retention, it's really critical for building trust, for feeling comfortable. We've had about 15 students who have come to 3 or more events so far. And we can already see their confidence and ease in their body language and how they just pick up with friends right as soon as they arrive, and also in how they welcome new members and show them the ropes. So, we set out to create a space where students with and without refugee backgrounds could get to know each other and work cooperatively on a shared goal, in this case, community service. And we've achieved that. But so much more has been achieved. Many refugee youth come to the United States with little to no experience interacting with peers of another race or culture. Often they stick with their peers who share the same language or country of origin because it's comfortable. Some may carry prejudices because of what they've seen in movies or online. So the club has been an opportunity for students to widen their circle of friends in a no pressure setting. A hijab wearing Syrian girl discovers that she shares the same taste in nail polish as a girl from the Ivory Coast. In an informal language lesson unfolds while students are picking up garbage together. These little exchanges that we see and hear happening on the sidelines really make us hopeful and totally excited to continue the service club next year. Thank you.